Video for today. I bought a car part for the Supra. If you haven't seen my Supra before, here's my Supra. Pandem. I daily drive this thing and we're making a decent amount of power. So, for the power that I am making on this, I bought a part. So, if you saw the title, you saw the title. But today in this box we have a catch can. KLM Catch Can. I had to think about that for a second, but we had a KLM Catch Can. And it is right here in this box. So, here we are. You're gonna do a little ASMR while I hold this microphone. Actually, I can clip it to the box. We're gonna clip the microphone to the box. Boom. So you can hear it all. So, we got a list. Parts list. Everything that comes in here. Fittings and clamps and everything that's in the box. We got a bracket, it looks like. We have an AN fitting. Some hose. We love hose. We got another AN fitting. We got some more AN fittings. And I'm almost. This looks like, this is like a quick connect thing for like the vacuum hose. I actually know where that goes. And then in this box, we have the catch can. This is fresh unboxing right here. So if you thought about buying one of these, this is what it looks like. Literally straight out the box. A black one. I'm not about to take all of this bubble wrap off on the camera, but I got a black catch can, KLM. These are the hoses, the fittings, a drain, and we are going to install this today on my Supra. So this is everything out of the box. Some of it's pretty self-explanatory, like this goes here, and then this one goes here, or the other way around. And then this would screw onto here, and then this would screw onto here, you know. But you have to put the AN line in. And then this would screw onto here, and then this will have to go onto the car. And this gold one, the gold one goes underneath. That's to drain the oil out. So I am about to put these pieces together. I got a nice set of like AN pliers or whatever. We're gonna put this together, and then I'm gonna show you where it goes on the car, because this is also like a quick connect device that I need to show you where it goes on the car. All right, I cut this on just in case anybody had any questions. You can see this pretty well. I'll put it right here. You got one, you put it in there. Nothing special, just screw it in there. Be patient. Aluminum isn't really the best. Get you some pliers, flat surface. These are adjustable. I bought them because I do a lot of stuff. They're not necessarily like AN fitting pliers, but it gets the job done. Just be patient with it. Rotate it in. Tighten it up. That's one side. Just get it tight enough where the O-ring is snug in there. You can see that orange O-ring right there. It's nice and tight. That's it. Don't overdo it. Just a little. You know how strong you are or not. So that's this. And then on the bottom, we're going to put the gold one in. This is tight. And then spin this inward. That's locked. That way it's not letting out a bunch of oil. And then we want to loosen it up, let the oil out. Easy. So this is the can. Got the two pieces here. You got the drain on the bottom. Like I said, this one goes on here. This is exactly how it comes out the box. So it goes on this one. And then this one goes on this one. Like this, you know? So next up, we are going to cut this zip tie because we need this piece of hose right here. And then this piece of hose, this is already done. This side has a clamp on it. So the piece we're gonna clamp on, but this side screws on the can. And then A&F fitting. Take the saran wrap off. You have to put this together. Sorry, it's taking so long. Boom. This is going to end up in here, right? You got to get this in here. Sometimes it's not so easy. So just, you could tape it, or if it goes in well, just spin it in reverse until you get it all the way to the top. Just spin it in reverse. I learned this on the internet, and it's like you'll see it going into the hole. So just put pressure on it, spin it in reverse till it gets all the way to where the threads are. I'm not doing too good of a job. Usually you put it in a vise, or you can just like put some pressure on it. The pressure worked. I put pressure on it. It went all the way in. You can see it in there. And then this part goes in here. I'm wiggling it. It might be easier if you like lube it, like put some grease or some type of lube in there, and then push it in, which it just worked by the way, and just rotate it, spin it in. Like that. The reason why you need the vise is to hold this side, so I might do this outside, but this is how you do it, and you literally just grab it and spin it back into there. And then on the other side, same thing, spin it off. This part goes in here, and spin it in reverse to get it started. And we're halfway, and then I'm just gonna push on it all the way in. See it? It's all the way in. And then same thing, put this in here, a little bit of lube, and then do like this. So we are in my engine bay. This is what it looks like. Take a good look. Copy what you want to copy, but it's not that great. Right there, I got a breather already, so we already breathing. Catch can together, fitting together. I put it in my little vise. Had a little napkin in the pliers. Did a great little job. Just screwed that bad boy in. I put a little bit of lube on it and it just went right in. So from what I know, I'm pretty sure this goes somewhere like right here. And I'm not sure if I'm going to have to lose the strut bar or not, but for the sake of this install, strut bar is coming off. Strut bar is coming off. I see a bolt right here and a bolt right there, so that's probably where it goes. Strut bar is coming off. And then this kind of sits, it sits literally right here. So it would have to be gone either way. But strut bar coming off, pop this bad boy off. That way we can get to the other piece, which is right here. Since I have the top mount turbo kit already, I just had it right there, just kind of muffled. But this piece right here, you gotta squeeze and pull off. I'm not that, oh, maybe switch hands. Boom, so squeeze and just take it off. And then from there, this piece right here goes on to here. So the way it goes, because I looked at it, it screws out. So it goes on like this first, and then you screw it in, and it kind of like pulls up on it, like you see how it's pulling up on it. So that, then this, like this, have it. All right, so I'm gonna do my best to show you everything. This carbon fiber cap, that's gonna have to be modified. This is my strut bar. Boom. So that comes off. This comes off. And then, I don't know what size that is, but that has to come off also. Let's see what we got. All right, and then if you have a strut bar like this, want to know something great to have? Air suspension, because I need to get my hand in here. So I literally can just lift it up. Beautiful. So airlift 3P, I do those. There's a nut under here, and then there's this on the top. So I just want to catch it. All right, nut retrieved. And then on this side, same thing. Air suspension is so convenient. Boom. So strut bar is ready to come off now. Easy enough. So engine cover off, strut bar off, and then we are going with next. This actually needs to come off. There's one little clip right there on mine. So I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna pop this out. Pop it out. There's two. There's a clip right here too. So one clip here and one clip here. There we go. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Two clips. Boom. This is actually supposed to be like all one piece, but I separated it for the plot. So yeah, because I have like a dress up stage 2 kit, and you can see all the bolts underneath. So if I'm at a car show, I can take this off, the rest of my stuff. So we're gonna move that to the side. But if it was one piece, just take those clips off, maybe this clip right here, and you should be able to lift it up, because you're gonna need to put the bracket on. So here's the bracket. I don't know where the angle is. Well, that fell. So you're gonna have to put the bracket on. It goes right here, or it goes here, or here. I think it goes here. So we're gonna go right here. And then, I'm not sure. I have to look at the picture. I don't know if it goes up or if it sits down like recessed. One of the two, but yes. So I'm gonna put this down real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and spin this thing on because I never did that part. That's important. Rotate to the right. Wait a minute. We're almost there. Rotate to the right. I swear these like aluminum parts, they're very trash on a lot of cars. Billet, aluminum, I don't care what it is. A lot of cars, I do not like that stuff. All right, so it's on. So the silver piece is on. It's in place, not going anywhere. Love it. It's billet, by the way. I remember. So again, this hose goes onto this part, and then this goes onto the can. So it's gonna do like a this type of movement. But I need to show you guys something first. So let me show you this. Gotta get a flashlight. Because the part that I couldn't figure out in the picture when I ordered it was this obviously goes there. Where does the second one go? If you already did your turbo kit, you will know that the turbo feed, which is the one that sends the oil to the turbo, it's right there. It's silver. I got the light on it right here. So let me zoom in. So the one that feeds this one that feeds the oil is right there. Zooming in, zooming in, zooming in. Right there. So let me move this out the way. This was from like your wastegate connector. All right, right there, silver. And then to the left of the silver one is a black one. And the black one, if you already have one of these turbo kits, has like, I left the hose on there. This little dinky hose right here. And it's connected to a black nipple, right? So basically what you gotta do down there is take that bolt out. There's a black bolt right there on the bottom of side of it. I'll put an arrow there for a second. Take the black bolt out, and then there's gonna be that nipple. Like you're gonna have to cut that hose off of that nipple to put the new hose on it. So I can't show you that, but I'll tell you what size, like T, whatever it is, and I'll get it off for you. But again, I'm gonna zoom out. It is right down there. So I got it out. This is the bolt. It is a T30 star bit. So that's the bolt right here. Here is the little line that I was talking about. It went right there. You need to cut this hose off. It's just a plastic hose. Get a razor blade, run it right there a couple times and cut that off, because then you take this piece and you stick it in here and put the hose clamp on it. So that's what we're doing next. All right, so here it is. Cut the rubber off. I already threw it on the ground, so I'm not picking it back up. You see it has oil on it because that's where oil goes. So this goes in here, right? Goes in there. Put the clamp on it, tighten it down, be careful, and put it back in. And then we're gonna put the bracket on right here. All right, so now we got the bracket on, got the hose on. It's ready to go where it needs to go. So now you need the hardware for the catch can, and you need to put it where it needs to go. So we're looking at the catch can sits like this. I think if I sit it this low, I might be able to put my strut bar back on. So I might do that. but it does have these spacers so you can have it elevated. So for now, I'm gonna put these spacers on just because I'm in a slight little rush. Just a little rush. So 1, 2, like that, like this. All right, so battery died, but catch can in. We got the bottom hose. I'm gonna snake it through here and just move some of the stuff out the way. That way you can get it where you want it. It's rubber. And then loop-de-loop, and we're here. So we're screwing this one on here. Just wiggle it to help it go down. Remember, it doesn't need crazy amounts of force. And then for this one, we have, I believe, it's supposed to do a loop-de-loop. So I'm gonna do this part first. It seems the easiest. Screw that part on. I'm gonna tighten it down with the pliers because let's see how deep it is. It's not that deep, actually. So screw this part on like that. And then however you wanna rotate this to get it to fit on top of here. Let me see. There we go. Just like that. And just kinda, well, I like how it fits actually where it is. Got a nice little loop on it. It's right here. It's not touching anything, pushing anything. I'm gonna adjust it later, but for now, it's gonna sit right here until I can do that. There we go. That's better. So it's on here, and we just gotta tighten it down. I'm gonna leave the strut bar off. We're gonna test it out. And then when we get done testing it out, I might have it sit lower so I can put my strut bar back on because it did look like it might fit. But for now, we're gonna let it sit right here. Everything just needs to be tightened up here, here, and here. And then that should be it. So this is like the next day. Honestly, I drove it a whole day, went to work, came back, blah, blah, blah. And we're here. So let's check it out because it did work. Everything's fine. No leaks, no nothing like that. So how I told you to do it is how you do it. Perfectly fine. And here it is. So catch can did great. No problems. Everything's still tight. Everything's still where it needs to be. I would say for me personally, because of how high it sits, I did check with my strut bar, which kind of sits somewhere like that's fine. But over here, you know, if it was lower in that section, I might be able to put the bolt in just because of like this angle. So I might take this off, these two spacers, just to see how it sits if I lower it down. That way I can try to keep my strut bar, or I could modify my strut bar like I did on this side for my charge pipe because it used to hit right there. So I might end up just modifying it like somewhere right here, wherever it will look the coolest, like maybe right here up to this way, and because that's literally how I did it on that side. That way I still keep the little bracing. But there you go. And then if you have an engine cover, the engine cover, it does have like a spot right here for the engine cover, but right here it definitely hit. I might be able to turn this more straight or even more that way to get it to sink down more, and I can put my engine cover back on, but we're working on it. But with that being said, here is your KLM install. No issues, no problems, quick and easy. And I will say, I rated about a 2 out of 10. Most people can do it. I'd say the holes at the bottom was probably the more challenging part, but it really wasn't that challenging. If you have a top mount turbo kit, it better not be challenging, because you know what you're doing, or you got money to pay somebody. You got money to pay somebody to do it, so it shouldn't be a challenge. And with that being said, thanks for watching my video. If you liked it, like the video. If you like Supra content, you want to keep up with the build, subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. Or add me on Instagram. I kind of add almost everybody back. As long as you got a cool car, as long as you got a cool car, I'll add you back. And there we go. You guys have a good day. Peace out and stay between the lanes.